Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I have lamb chops here, small petite ones. They're about a little over an inch thick. They are delicious. I have lamb seasoning. I have given it out in a recipe, but I have too much here, so we'll have to wait till I empty it before I can do more. You're gonna need a grill and you're gonna have to brush it with oil because you don't want these to sit. And you're gonna have to use a low flame because you don't want to burn these, but you do want to cook them. If you cook them too fast, you're gonna find out that, now hold on, I gotta adjust this flame. Okay. If you cook them too fast, you burn the seasonings and you're gonna lose them. This is why it's important that you don't cook them too fast. Now, I am going to be, I better get a bowl. I'm going to toss these in a bowl. I'll use this for something else. Now, I'm not going to pat these dry because I'm going to be putting seasonings on them, and I want to make sure that the seasonings are going to stick. And I'm going to go heavy-handed on these seasonings. There's no salt in these, so you don't have to worry. If you want to put salt on after you cook them, fine. But if you use a high flame, you're going to burn the seasonings before the meat is done, and then you're going to lose all those lovely flavors that you enjoy. Now, mint goes excellent with lamb. I have some jelly that I have made, and there's some dry mint in here. And I'm wondering if I don't want, when I go to serve these, put a little bit of mint jelly on them, just to be a little different. I think it would be very, very good. So I think I'm going to do that when I go to serve them. Put a little dab of butter on each one of them, and we'll see how these go. Okay, this is going to get hot, but as you can see, I coated them very, very well. I know these are expensive. You don't have to tell me. I sit there and what I do is I buy a few at a time because sometimes you want some lovely cuts of meat, but you can't afford it. So what I do is I buy one package at a time, wrap it up, stick it in the freezer. Then I buy another package until I get what I want. This is why I can afford some of these meats. It's not that I can't afford them all at once, but I can afford them every week. Sometimes it takes me 6 weeks to collect what I want, but that's how I do my shopping to make it easier so my family gets accustomed to different kinds of meats instead of just having chicken or just having this. Like I bought a lot of fish 2 weeks ago. I still have fish left, but I buy other things as well. I just don't buy chicken and pork and cheap cuts of beef. I'll sit there and I'll see lamb or veal or something else that I want, and what I do is I buy it and I stick it in the freezer, wrap it and date it, because you have up to 6 months on some meats. Fish, they like 3 or 4, so you're talking 12, 13. So if a fish is on sale and you can buy it and you don't have a meal plan for it, you can sit there and wrap it up and stick it out in the freezer. I would recommend wrapping it in freezer wrap, but you know, I did what I could. I had to use Ziploc bags for a while, but after that, I have gotten more financially secure, I should say. Well, not really financially secure, but enough that I can afford freezer wrap now, and I can do it. You sort of have to make ends meet. I know what people are talking about, but you can do it this way, and it does help. So you get these other cuts that you want to have. You say, oh, I can't afford this. Hey, you can't. Just buy a little at a time till you get what you want or what you need to cook the meal, and then buy the stuff that you need when you know you're going to prepare it that week. But always remember, meats will have a good year. Let's see, fish is 3 months. So you've got to play, you know, to work with. So if you see something on sale You say, oh dang, it's on sale, but I can't buy it this week. You know, I didn't plan for it this week, so I can't buy it. You can buy it. Just sit there and pack it up, date it, put it in the freezer so you don't forget the date that you bought it. So there are some tricks. This is the trick that my mother taught me. You don't have to be wealthy, but you can sit there and buy them and slowly build up on them. So if I know I see chickens on sale, I'll buy a whole fryer and I'll put it on the side till I get the wine and stuff to do that 17 something chicken. So I know I got a year to hold it, which gives me time to get the other ingredients that I need. I always do this. I know things are really, really bad now. The economy is really, really bad. It's not healthy at all. Prices are climbing. You want a roast, that's going to be a luxury. I bought a roast, and just because I had saved up extra money every week, I was managed to buy it. But it cost me $25. And I said, dang, I remember this when it was only $5. And I can even go further back. But I'm not going to tell you how far. But it's very, very hard now. So I understand. But if I didn't have that money saved up that I've been collecting every week, waiting if I found something nice that my family and I would like to have, I just kept it and kept it and kept it. And those pennies and nickels and dimes, as my father had taught me, add up. And that's what I do to make ends meet. Now let me get these grilled and I'll show you when we're done. Now I said I'm going to use mint jelly. If you cannot find mint jelly and you find fresh mint, you can take some butter and let it get soft. Chop up extremely fine mint leaves and sit there and mix it and whip it with your butter together and serve it over this as well. It'll be just as good. So you can use what we call mint butter, or you can use mint jelly, whichever one you prefer. But I'm going to use jelly on mine. Here they are. That's them. Take care. Bye-bye.